Are you saying you want a piece of me? Is that right? Well, here I am. Bring it on.
Do it. Do it.
Hey everybody, it's that time once again when I bring you an update on my Patreon campaign, and in doing so, remind you that my Patreon campaign is a thing that exists that you can contribute to if you want to help me make more videos like the ones I presume you have enjoyed. If you know who I am and you're watching this video right now and you're familiar with this channel, you can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives. You can support the Patreon campaign for this channel by donating as little as $1 a month, and you can help me continue to make videos as the ones I've been making for these many years that I'm sure have brought just inexpressible joy to you and your family. I'm just making that assumption. $1 a month is all it takes to help me continue to do that. And these videos are kind of like my version of a PBS pledge drive, except it's only for like 10 minutes a month and it doesn't interrupt regular programming, and most of you don't even watch it. Anyway, let me review the milestones in my Patreon campaign. These are goals that I have set for myself when I reach certain funding levels, where I have committed myself to certain projects to mark the success of the campaign. The next milestone that I have to reach is at the $1,500 a month level, and that is the point at which I will produce An Atheist Reads audio podcasts. The An Atheist Reads series is one of my most popular series on the channel. Many of you who are fans of mine came to my channel through the An Atheist Reads series, and you often say it's the thing I do that you enjoy the most. Another comment I hear quite often from you guys is that you wish the An Atheist Reads series were available in audio format. That's something that people have asked for virtually from the first An Atheist Reads video that I did. And that's because a lot of you would like to listen to them while you're exercising or driving or doing something else, the way you would listen to a podcast or an audiobook. So when I get to the $1,500 a month funding level, I will produce all new, high-quality audio podcast versions of the An Atheist Reads series, going all the way back to the first one with An Atheist Reads The Case for Christ, going through all the ones I've done so far, and also producing new ones concurrently with the new video series that I will continue to do. In fact, the An Atheist Reads series comes back in January. That's when the next one will begin to be produced and released, for those of you who are curious. But yeah, $1,500 a month, An Atheist Reads audio podcasts for all of the new ones going forward and for all of the ones that I have done previously. And the reason why I'm making this a Patreon goal is that I want to do it right. I want to make these high-quality audio podcasts, original recordings. I want to go back and take another pass through my original scripts, tidy them up where I feel that that's appropriate, and make original new recordings, not just rip the audio out of the old video versions. I think that if it's been this long, it's been so highly requested, I would like to do it right and make it something worth getting excited about and worth waiting for. So $1,500 a month, audio podcast versions of An Atheist Reads. At $2,000 a month, I will begin producing a live weekly audio podcast, because if I'm going to invest in podcasting equipment to do really awesome An Atheist Reads podcasts, I might as well use it for something else too, right? $2,000 a month, live weekly podcast. Think in terms of Seth Andrews' Thinking Atheist show, only probably not that good, because it'll be me hosting it, not Seth Andrews. But in every other way, consider it a similar format. And it'll be not just atheist-related stuff. It'll be atheism and religion and politics and pop culture and pretty much anything that goes through my mind that I want to talk about. It'll be like a distilled weekly live audio version of this channel in general and of my brain in particular. So it should be interesting. That's $2,000 a month. And finally, at the $3,000 a month level, that's when I invest in a major upgrade of my video production equipment. I was actually discussing this briefly during our last live Patreon hangout, which was just over the weekend, where I said one of the things I would really like to do when I get to this point and invest in a major equipment upgrade is to get some new lighting. The lighting I use right now is excellent. It's really great, sort of low-cost lighting. It's just compact fluorescence, and they do a great job. I would love to get some better, more professional lighting. I would love to get a new camera, multiple cameras, better audio equipment. There's all kinds of things that I would love to do to upgrade my production capabilities that I just can't afford to do right now. But at the $3,000 a month Patreon level, that will become a reality. And things will be awfully spruced up around here. Hopefully you'll begin to notice. So thanks everybody for contributing to the campaign to get me this far. Those are the goals I have left in front of me at this point. One of the rewards that you can take advantage of by becoming a member of my Patreon campaign is once a month I hold a live hangout. And everybody can watch. It's not just for patrons to watch, but only Patreon patrons can join me live on the air in the hangout. We've been doing these now for over a year. This past weekend was the 14th live Patreon hangout that we've done. They've all been a real success. I've enjoyed all of them. They keep getting more and more popular. The room keeps getting more and more crowded. Typically the room is full or close to full. We have full capacity on the hangouts, and they're just tons of fun. They're some of my most favorite videos that I do all month. I always really look forward to them. And they're all archived on my channel. If you go to the playlist, the Thank You for Your Patronage playlist, which is the same playlist where these videos are, you can watch all of the previous live Patreon hangouts that I've done and sort of get an idea of what they're like. It's very free form, very informal. We just kind of talk about whatever people want to talk about. We sometimes talk politics, we talk culture, we talk movies, we talk history, anything that's sort of on the mind of everybody in the room. And it's just a ton of fun. I hope that you guys enjoy watching them, and I hope that they're fun enough that maybe you'll consider joining the Patreon campaign to become a part of one someday, because I really enjoy interacting with you guys through those. The next one will be later this month. I was supposed to do one last week, but I had a commitment that I couldn't weasel out of, so I had to move it from last Sunday to this past Sunday. So the most recent one was on November 1st. The next one will be later this month, so there'll be two of them in November because I didn't do it in October. And it will be the Sunday after Thanksgiving, November 29th at noon Eastern time. They always start at noon Eastern time, and that time works for me. It seems to work for most of the folks who like to participate in them. And mark your calendars if you want to watch or if you want to join in and be part of the show. November 29th, Sunday, starting at noon Eastern. That's my next live Patreon hangout. Another reward that comes with becoming a patron of mine is if you donate $5 a month or higher, I will give you a shout out at the end of these videos every month. And that's what I'm about to do right now. For $5 a month or more, you get a shout out at the end of the Thank You for Your Patronage videos every month. So here are this month's new patrons who have donated at $5 a month or more. Matthew Robertson. Thank you, Matthew. Sean Tracy. Thank you, Sean. Peter Loridzon. Thank you, Peter. And Cosmo Vinegar. Thank you, Cosmo. Thank you to all of you guys who have contributed, whether it's $5 or more or less. $1 a month makes a huge difference. $5 a month or more gets your name mentioned in a video. I really appreciate all of you guys contributing to the Patreon campaign. I can't thank you enough. It makes my life possible, and it makes these YouTube videos and this work that I do incredibly, incredibly rewarding. So thank you guys for supporting me. Thanks to all of you who have supported me all along. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for liking and sharing and spreading the word, and I can't tell you how much it means to me. And I will be back next month to tell you about this all over again. Until then, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.